Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over my Fantasy Premier League team, and I'm going to be showing you guys who I chose and why I chose them. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in goal, I have Dibu Martinez, Emiliano Martinez. Him and Alexis McAllister, I chose them because they're great players. Not only that, they're World Cup winners. Where's the World Cup? They're World Cup winners. They're from Argentina, and I have a sweet spot for both of them. I also chose Dibu because his great personality. I named my team after him. Mira que te como. His infamous line he said against Yerry Mina in the Copa America penalty shootout. Dibu Martinez is in goal for me. As a sub, I have Alisson Becker. Not much to say about the goalkeepers. You know, there's a lot of great goalkeepers out there. They're all for the same price. My back line, I chose Ake, Walker, Trippier, Virgil van Dijk, and Zinchenko. I chose Walker, Trippier, and Zinchenko just because they're fullbacks. Trippier likes to get onto set pieces. Kyle Walker hasn't been joining the attack, but I don't think Man City's defense is going to be conceding a lot of goals this season. So that's why for me, Walker and Ake were pretty obvious choices. Virgil van Dijk, I know it might be like kind of a shock now, but 2 years ago it would have been an obvious choice. But I think as he's fully recovered from his injury and this Liverpool team is looking dangerous and solid, I think Virgil's gonna have a great year. Zinchenko, I chose him because not only does he play as a fullback, but lately with this, I don't know, with this modern football that Arteta and Klopp are doing, where they move their right back into, or a fullback into the CDM role when they're attacking, I kind of like it, you know, because they get much more action. They're much more on the ball. But yeah, that's why I chose Zinchenko, and I love him. You know, that a player with his quality needs to be playing more. But it's always going to be hard when you're on a great team trying to get minutes. Moving on to my midfield, I chose Julio Enciso. He's a beast. I saw him play live. You can check that video out here. He's young, relentless. He's got a shot on him. Oh my God. Last season, he scored like 2 bangers from outside the box against City and against Newcastle, maybe. Julio Enciso, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, both great players. Well, we all know how much of a great season both of them had last season. One that might be a surprise to you all is Lewis Potter. I saw him play live, and he stood out to me. I know he hasn't been getting a lot of minutes, but I think Brentford can definitely capitalize on a lot of attacks and a lot of counterattacks if they use Lewis Potter. He's quick, he has great one-on-one skills, and he's young. You know, he's trying to prove himself. He has that hunger. I think if they use him more, they can definitely get a lot out of him. He just needs to rack up minutes. So yeah, my front three are Isak, Haaland, and Nicolas Jackson. Haaland, obvious reasons. Isak has been putting up numbers at Real Sociedad for a couple seasons now, and I think at Newcastle, he's going to put up even more numbers. I think this Newcastle team is incredible. As we saw the first game where they killed Aston Villa 5-1. Unfortunately, they had to play City in game week 2. It's going to be tough to score against City this season. But other than that, I think his footwork, his one-on-one ability, his speed, his agility, he's quick for a center forward. I think he's going to be putting up a lot of numbers. Haaland, obvious choice, as I said before. Nicolas Jackson, I think he's a natural center forward. If Chelsea are able to find him, he can definitely put up a lot of numbers this season. In terms of goals, he might be getting 15 minimum. I think as the season progresses, I think he's just going to get better and better. But he does have a little temper to him. I've noticed that. He's been getting a lot of yellow cards recently. I think if he uses that to his advantage, and instead of getting yellows, he use that to fuel his energy and fuel his attack, I think he could be a very ferocious natural striker. It's just going to be up to who he has around him and if they're trying to find him. If the team is looking to find Jackson at all times, then he's going to have a great season. That's my team, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to join my private league. I'll leave the link to that in the description. Unfortunately, I did submit this team 2 minutes after the deadline, so I didn't get game week 1 points. If I would have gotten I think 58 points. I think I wrote it down. Yeah, 58 points. So Dibu Martinez got 5 goals conceded, but look at this. Newcastle Villa, first game week, right? Game week 1. 5-1 loss for Diego Martinez, but he had an incredible 7 saves, and he conceded 5 goals. So out of 12 shots on target, he saved 7 of them. Imagine if he wasn't there. Imagine if there was a worse goalkeeper. They would have conceded a lot more. But yeah, that just goes to show how strong and how incredible this Newcastle team is. And of course, Isak got 2 points. So Isak got 13 points. Haaland got 13 as well. Jackson and McAllister only got 1 due to yellow cards. Odegaard got 2 points. He didn't really stand out. Saka, on the other hand, did and got 10 points. Trippier and Virgil van Dijk only got 2 points. And Ake and Walker, Walker got 6, Ake got 7. So in total, I would have had 58 points. Which, unfortunately, I didn't get any points because they held my team until this week, game week 2. So as you can see here, game week 2, I had 38 points. Diego Martinez had a great game once again. On this hand, he didn't concede that many goals. Actually, he didn't concede any. I thought they had scored 1, but no. So Villa won 4-0, clean sheet, bonus points, and 2 points per minute for the full game played. Diego Martinez got 8 points. Zinchenko, Virgil van Dijk, Trippier only had 2. Ake didn't play, so he had 0. Nicolas Jackson, Haaland, and Isak had poor games this weekend. Haaland only got 2. Isak got 2, but since he was my captain, I don't know why. I guess I just forgot to put my captain for that game week. He got double points. Alisson Becker only got 2. And Nico Jackson only got 1. Midfielders, Alexis McAllister got -2, which I'll talk about that later. Lewis Potter got 1. Bukayo Saka this week had a bang average match, had 3 points. And on the other hand, Odegaard had 11. So what I've been noticing is like they're kind of switching off. But if they both have great games in one game week, oh my gosh, that's 20 plus points just with 2 of them. And Julio Enciso had a great match. Just that Brighton game. Phew. Brighton 4-1. Got an assist, a yellow card, unfortunate, and 2 points per minutes played. And Enciso got 7. He could have had 8, just like Diego Martinez, but that yellow card really killed him. I wouldn't say killed him, but it just hurt a little bit. But yeah, game week 2 was poor. 38 points. Oh my gosh. So now I'm going to choose my team for this game week 3. Diego Martinez in goal. Kyle Walker, Trippier, Digne. I switched out Ake for Digne just because Digne is always going to play. And with Pep Guardiola, you never know who's going to play, to be honest. I really liked how Digne played in the last match. That they won 4-0. He gets a lot of crosses. Now I just need Ollie Watkins or somebody to put their head on it. Trippier, I'm going to keep him. I think against Liverpool is going to be a good game that they're going to go back and forth. They might have a free kick. He might take it. He might join the attack. So yeah, and Kyle Walker, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep a clean sheet against Sheffield United. Midfield 4. I kept Alexis McAllister even though he got a red because the FA actually overturned his red card. And instead of a 3-match suspension, he didn't get any. Now moving forward, I think he's going to do great against Newcastle. Even though that might be the best game this weekend. Or one of the top 2-3 best games this weekend. Odegaard Saka against Fulham. I think they're just going to put up a lot of goals, to be honest. I think if Odegaard and Saka get on the same page, they can definitely give me 20 plus points this weekend. Julio Enciso, I chose him instead of Lewis Potter, just because Enciso actually plays. He actually gets minutes. And I need all the points I can get after the game week 1 points not being available to my liking. So I'm going with my front 3 of Isak, because they play Liverpool. That's going to be a great game. Haaland against Sheffield United. I think he's definitely going to get a goal or 2. And Nico Jackson against Luton Town. Luton Town just got promoted. I think they're still trying to find out how the Premier League works and how intense it actually is. I think this can be a great game for Chelsea to turn their season around. This game can really set the precedent for what's about to come. Isak, Haaland, and Nico Jackson, even though they had a stinker last game week, this might be a great game week for them. I'm expecting a goal or two from Haaland, so like about 12 points from Haaland. From Isak, I'm expecting maybe a goal, an assist, 4 to 5 points minimum. And from Nico Jackson, I'm expecting minimum a goal. That should be about 25, 30 points from them three. And Odegaard Saka can get me 20. That would be 50 points. If everybody else produces, this could become a 70-point game week. I think this could be a great game week for me. If you like the video, guys, please make sure you drop a like, please comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel when you guys subscribe. And once again, thank you all for watching.